if this video gets 10,000 likes, I will return for Destiny 2. I'm just kidding. I just want to make a video talking about the previous video, all the positivity and love and support and every single comment on that video, and a couple of other things that I need to explain because apparently it wasn't clear enough in the first video for a lot of people. But first of all, my hair's a mess. Don't judge me. I need to get it cut. Unfortunately, for the past week since I uploaded that video as well, I have been in bed, sleeping, catching up, trying to get better and healthier. I have, epileptic medication that I need to now, get used to. I actually accidentally overdosed on it a couple of days ago as well, and I had to go to hospital. And I've been having a lot of effects, whether that's tiredness, inability to eat, or irrational changes in mood and behavior. Epilepsy medication, a lot of people don't realize, really affects your life, even to the point where my skin is breaking out in spots. It's just, I'm having a lot of side effects that I need to get used to with the medication. So right, let's talk about the comments, the good positive comments. I thought that last video, based on my previous months and such things, I was going to get 8 to 12,000 views, maybe 1,000 likes, and a couple of hundred comments. I never expected it to nearly reach 100,000 views with like 7,000 likes and nearly 3,000 comments. That is mind-blowing to me. I've seen people from like year one of Destiny who stopped playing and watching Destiny come back to my channel just to leave a comment. The daily loyal subscribers that watch every single day, you guys were out in force leaving me nice comments. People who I've spoken to over the years, more than just viewers and commenters, people who I consider friends, people who watch my Twitch, have all left supportive comments. Other content creators have either contacted me on that video or privately to support me. Even people that I have disliked and who have disliked me have came back to leave nice positive messages, and I cannot believe it. Like, I wasn't expecting much from that video. It was just something I wanted to do to say goodbye to people and say thank you to the right people who had supported me. And it just blew up and got out of control. And that made me very happy. It made me doubt my decisions. I really thought, okay, if there's this many people who want to support me, maybe I shouldn't leave YouTube. And people want to support me, and that's just crazy to me. I don't understand that. There's people who've been asking to donate money to me to help me out, and I never wanted to be one of those creators who just went to Patreon and be like, okay, give me money and I'll make you videos, because YouTube has always been a free platform where you guys just watch videos. You'll get the occasional ad, but you don't have to pay for it. And I didn't want to force people to pay for me to make content. That's why I chose not to go that route. I didn't want to do Twitch. Well, I did want to do Twitch, but ultimately I thought, all I'm going to do if I continue YouTube, continue Twitch, is I'm going to get caught up in the content cycle. I'm going to start making videos. They're going to take off, get 100,000 views. Some of them will jump to like 200, 300, maybe even 1 million. And that's going to earn me a lot of money. And then I'm going to get obsessed with making that kind of money again. And then I will keep making content. And in 2 years' time, YouTube will die again, or something will go wrong, or Destiny will not do as well. And I will be stuck in the same cycle that I have been for the last 2 years. At least in that cycle for the last 2 years, the end goal was to get to America and have my family and invest time and money and love into that process and finally get there. Right now, I have no end goal for YouTube. So basically, I'm just going to get caught up in the hype, in the money, in the success, in the growth. And then in 2 years' time, it will all go down the drain to where I'm losing subscribers on a daily basis. So I don't want to put myself through that for 2 years. So I am more than willing to sacrifice the incredible amounts of money I could make. And I'm talking like $2,000 minimum a month off YouTube. I'm willing to sacrifice that to go on to benefits to better my life, my actual real social life. YouTube was never going to be the end goal for me. It was never going to be the end career. When I moved to America, I was going to look into other stuff like teaching or therapy. And I even had that plans here in the UK before Destiny first took off and before I met my ex-girlfriend. I had other choices, other options, but I got wrapped up in the idea of what my future would be. And I lost track of me, basically. And I don't want that to happen again. I don't want to spend another 2 years, just making content, earning a lot of money when it ultimately doesn't mean anything. It will go away at some point. I can't be a 50-year-old man playing Destiny 17, making videos. It's just not who I want to be. I want to have a family. I want to have a social life. I want to have my own kids. I want to have my own house and such things like that. And even though YouTube would help monetarily and I'd be able to afford that kind of stuff, It's not going to put me in a place where I can make that stuff happen. And people just straight up think that it's just because I quit because of my ex-girlfriend, but it's not. There's a lot of different reasons, and I explained them all in the last video, but people didn't seem to understand. People even were telling me that I was making up my epilepsy stuff, and that how can I be a gamer and game if I have epilepsy, because you would be having seizures and attacks. And it's like, no, I don't have photosensitive epilepsy. I have a different aura. My aura is stress. Stress causes me to have fits. And this person then turned around and said, oh, I'm not that I am, you know, researching it before replying to him, basically making me out to be like a liar, like I'm making up bad health as an excuse to quit YouTube, which makes no sense to me, because if I was going to quit YouTube, why would I make up fake excuses to quit something that's really good? I would just, you know, like it boggles my mind. And a lot of you guys saw me replying to hate comments and hate and negative comments, and that is just simply because I have always replied to haters. I've always tried to put them in their place because they're being disrespectful, because they're being hateful. I wanted them to feel stupid about that. So I would always do that across the years of my channel. It's probably what held me back from my channel being super, super big. But ultimately, I wasn't going to allow it to happen on this video. And when I was going through the comments and I saw them and I replied to them, I even thought to myself, I'm not replying to any of the positive comments. But there was so many positive comments that if I was to reply to them all, I would just be doing what I wanted to get away from. I want to get away from being at this PC, in this room, in these walls. I would be sitting here replying to comments all day, and there was like 3,000 comments. I just couldn't do it. So I wanted to make this video today addressing those comments and thanking you guys for all your support, your loyalty over the years, your positivity, your subscriptions, your views, you're watching me on Twitch, following me on social medias and Twitter and such things. Everything you've ever done to support me got me to a place in my life where I had something to lose. And before that, I didn't have anything to lose. So I wasn't in a happy place in my life. And when you have something to lose, that's when you are, you know, growing as a person, evolving, and ultimately becoming successful, because you have something of importance to lose. Unfortunately, in my case, I lost it all. That's life. It happens. And I have never once said that I am worse off than anybody else. That last video was just for me to explain to these people who have supported me for so long why my channel is ending. And people are like, oh, man up, get over it. You know, there's people worse off in the world. Yes, there is. I never claimed to be worse off than anyone. I was just saying what happened to me and why it caused me to end my channel. I wasn't begging for attention. I wasn't begging for donations. I wasn't, you know, looking for anything other than the fact that I want to tell people who have supported me for so long why this is happening. But, you know, you're going to get people who comment like that saying, man up, why are you crying on video? I can tell you right now that if you don't cry over things you lose in your life, then you've never had anything worth losing, or you're young enough yet where you don't understand the real world and what's going to happen in your life, because I guarantee you that stuff's going to happen to you as well, and you're going to be just as upset as I am. Difference between me and you is I'm not trying to be some manly man who hits the gym and is all big and muscly and raw, a caveman type man. I'm in touch with my emotions and I wear them on my sleeve, and I say what I think and I mean what I say. I have always been that way. And unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, that comes out in emotions as well, where I get upset about things, where I get sad about things, where I cry about things. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Now, I've had a lot of comments from people asking me if they can donate to me, start a GoFundMe, you know, Patreon, all that kind of things. But I've never wanted to take money off people to create content. YouTube has always been a free platform where you guys watch for free and watch a couple of adverts and such things. And I didn't want to be one of these other creators who are basically asking for you to pay me to make you content. That doesn't add up to me. That's not something I want to do. If they want to do it, great, fine. I've got nothing against them. But for me, I just have a moral stance where I don't want to take money off people to make content. For one, I wouldn't feel good about it, because I'd be making content but I wouldn't be enjoying it. It wouldn't be the best quality content, but I'd still be taking money. So I would much rather, you know, cut it off, quit, go out and do something else and find something else. But I've had so many people asking me to donate that I am going to give you that option. Now, there is a caveat with this, so just stick around for a second. If you wish to donate to me, there'll be a link in the video description, but it will not be for me to make content. If you donate to me, it's going to help me pay my bills for the next couple of months while I get my health back on track and look forward to a future. If you wish to donate to me, you can, but I'm also going to include a link for the Red Cross, with Hurricane Harvey victims, because there are people who are worse off than me, people who have been affected by this hurricane. You know, they have lost like literally everything. I've still got things to grasp onto. But if you wish to donate to me, I would take a second and think about it. And I would implore you personally to donate to Red Cross to help other people rather than donate to me. If it's still something you want to do and donate to me, then you can. But I would much rather you donate it to the Red Cross. And lastly, I want to talk about my ex-girlfriend, because I've had so many comments saying, oh, how can you just quit over a girl and her kids? No, that wasn't just a girl. That was someone I thought was the one, as to say, my soulmate, and to some extent still do, even though she probably won't be in my life again. And those kids, you know, I love them as if they were my own. And there's no doubt in my mind that I love them as if they were my own children. And you can't understand that because you've probably never felt that kind of love for someone else before. But saying to me just like, oh, get over the bitch and her kids, is disrespectful to me. You know, I put a lot of love, effort and energy into making that my future and my family. And you're just trying to diminish it by saying that it's just a girl and just some kids. No, not to me. In my mind, in my heart, in my soul, they were everything. And I lost it. And that's why I was so upset. And that's why I have no desire to do YouTube anymore. But, you know, I put a lot of time and effort into helping my ex build up her channels and such things so that she can be successful on YouTube and Twitch and such things as well. And even though she's got incredible talent and could do it all herself, I think all the help that I gave her really pushed her into the position that she's in. So I've been getting a lot of comments saying that she's fat and that she's ugly. So in the video description, you will see links to her Twitter, her Instagram, her Twitch and her YouTube. And even though she has blocked me everywhere across every single social media, she doesn't want any contact with me whatsoever. To me, I don't even exist in her head anymore, in her life. She does not give a fuck about me anymore. But I still want you guys to go over and support her. I want you to subscribe to her YouTube, like all her videos. I want you to watch her Twitch streams, donate money to her, subscribe to her Twitch. I want you to go follow her on Instagram and Twitter and show her love and support, because ultimately, if you do that, it's going to help her and those kids, which is all I ever wanted to do, was help her and those kids, you know, be financially stable and such things. And if you guys can go over there and show her that love and support, then, you know, I would appreciate that. And for all those people saying she's ugly and fat, go check out her Instagram and then just cry how you'll never get a girl of that caliber ever. But just to circle it back to the main point of this video, I know it's been a bit here and there and just scatty and such things, but the positive, warm comments that you guys have showed in support of me leaving, you know, people being devastated that I decided to quit YouTube, has meant more to me than you could possibly understand. I've always wanted acceptance from other people. I've always wanted to feel important to other people. And the sheer amount of volume of comments and likes and views and such things tells me that I did something right. Ultimately, no matter what happened, no matter how much I lost, no matter what sacrifices I made, no matter what risks I'm taking now in stopping YouTube, I know that it was ultimately a good thing in my life, and that's because of you guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to end the video here so it's not just rattling on forever. You guys are awesome. I love you. I hope this cleared up more as to why I am leaving YouTube, and there probably won't be any more videos after this. I still will be reading all the comments, just not replying to any of them anymore, even the haters. I've finished all them off. They can just go cry in a little corner. But you guys are the best, my loyal snowman army. Wub wub, this is my intro. Wub wub. I don't know what else to say, but thank you for watching. I've been easy now, and you guys have been awesome. That was a better way to finish than the last one. The last one was all emotional and cryy, like, you guys have been awesome. No, but you guys are awesome. Peace.